Hello friends, now in this chapter I had completed the exercise 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Now in this lecture we will learn the exercise 1.4. Okay, I will solve all the examples from the exercise 1.4 and you will get the link of all my previous video if you click the I button. Okay, now let us start the exercise 1.4. Now the first question, find the value of omega raised to 18. Now the solution, omega raised to 18 can be written as omega cube bracket raised to 6. मग आपण 18 कसं लिहिणार? तर omega raised to 6, omega raised to 3 bracket raised to 6. But what is the value of omega raised to 3? Omega raised to 3, it's a complex cube root of unity and the value of omega cube is 1. Therefore 1 raised to 6 and you will get omega raised to 18 as a 1. Okay, now next omega raised to 21. The omega raised to 21 kasi linar omega raised to 3 and bracket raised to 7. But omega raised to 3 is 1, 1 raised to 7 is again 1, and hence omega raised to 21 is 1. Omega raised to minus 30, and this can be written as omega raised to minus 30 is equals to 1 upon omega raised to 30. And omega raised to 30 can be written as omega raised to 3 bracket raised to 10. Again the value of omega raised to 3 is 1. 1 raised to 10 is again 1 and hence it's a value. That's the omega raised to minus 30 is 1. अतिशय simple examples आहेत ते. Omega raised to minus 105. It can be written as omega raised to minus 105 is equals to 1 upon omega raised to 105 and that's equals to 1 upon omega raised to 3 and whole bracket raised to 35. Therefore omega raised to 3, again its a value is 1. 1 raised to 35 that is equals to 1. 1 upon 1 is 1 and hence omega raised to minus 105 that's equals to 1. And in this way we have completed the first question. Easy question hai to. Okay, now the second question, if omega is a complex cube root of unity then show that 2 minus omega into next bracket 2 minus omega square that's equals to 7. पुन्हा इथे omega is a complex cube root of unity. The value of omega cube is 1 and ही important value 1 plus omega square and that's equals to 0. आणि हे त्याचे डिफरंट फॉर्म्स आहेत वरच्याचे. ओके, आता यामध्ये काय करणार, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल टेक दी प्रॉडक्ट ऑफ दीज टू ब्रॅकेट्स. या दोन्ही ब्रॅकेट्स आपण इथे प्रॉडक्ट घेणार. 2 into 2 you will get 4. 2 into minus omega square that is a minus 2 omega square. Minus omega into 2 minus 2 omega. Minus omega into minus omega square that is a minus will become plus omega cube. Okay, and from these two we'll take the minus 2 as a common and then in bracket you will get omega square plus omega. Okay, now the value of omega square plus omega and that is omega plus omega square that is equals to minus 1. Minus 2 into minus 1 and that will become plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 and that is equals to 7 and hence the value of in first bracket 2 minus omega into 2 minus omega square and that's equals to 7. सिंपल या ठिकाणी ब्रॅकेटचं मल्टिप्लिकेशन करायचं आहे. कॉमन घेणार ओमेगा स्क्वेअर प्लस ओमेगाची व्हॅल्यू मायनस 1 फ्रॉम द्या. ओके, देन यू विल गेट दी आन्सर. नेक्स्ट मध्ये इफ द अगेन द ओमेगा is a complex cube root of unity then show that 1 plus omega minus omega square bracket raised to 6 is equals to 64. Okay, 1 plus omega minus omega square bracket raised to 6. Now the value of 1 plus omega is a minus omega square. कारण की आपल्याला माहिती आहे 1 plus omega plus omega square and that's equals to 0. The value of 1 plus omega that is equals to minus omega square. पुन्हा आपण इथे minus omega square घेत असतो. Minus omega square and minus omega square you will get minus 2 times omega square. The bracket raised to 6 means what, 2 raised minus 2 raised to 6 you will get plus 64 and 2 into 6 you will get 12 omega raised to 12. Okay, ha ite 64 omega raised to 12 can be written as omega raised to 3 bracket raised to 4. Omega cube is 1 1 raised to 4, then you will get again 1. 1 into 64, you will get 64, and hence the answer. Okay, easy question. पुन्हा सेम याच प्रकारे व्हॅल्यू काढायची आपल्याला, दॅट इज इक्वल्स टू 0 दाखवायचं. 1 plus omega bracket raised to 3 minus 1 plus omega square bracket raised to 3, and that's equals to 0. Then how to show this? Again, 1 plus omega plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. मग यामध्ये काय घेणार? 1 plus omega means what? Minus omega square. And 1 plus omega square means what? Minus omega. Okay. Therefore, 1 plus omega is a minus omega square bracket raised to 3 minus 1 plus omega square is a minus omega bracket raised to 3. Okay. Minus omega square bracket raised to 3 means what? That is a minus omega raised to 6 minus, and again this is the minus omega bracket raised to 3. Okay. Bracket raised to 3. Overall, you will get again here minus sign. And the minus omega bracket raised to 3 means what? Minus omega cube. This minus and minus, that will become plus. But omega raised to 6 can be written as omega cube bracket square. But omega cube is 1. 1 square. म्हणजे किती आला तर 1 आला. Okay. Overall, you will get 1. Omega cube, that is equals to 1. Minus 1 plus 1. Overall, you will get the 0. And hence, the value of 1 plus omega bracket cube minus 1 plus omega square bracket cube, and that's equals to 0. Now the next is a 2 plus omega square bracket raised to 3 minus in bracket 1 minus 2 omega plus omega square bracket raised to 3, and that's equals to 65. पुन्हा इथे that is a 2 plus omega square bracket raised to 3. We'll substitute the rearrange करणार terms ही 1 plus omega square आपण इथे लिहिलेला आहे minus 2 times omega. Okay. Next, again we use this formula 1 plus omega plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. What is the value of 1 plus omega square? 1 plus omega square is a minus 1. 2 minus 1 bracket raised to 3. म्हणजे किती आला 1. 1 raised to 3. Next is 1 plus omega square. 1 plus omega square is a minus omega. The minus omega लिहिणार. Minus 3 omega bracket raised to 3. Means what? Minus 4 omega bracket raised to 3. 1 चा क्यूब किती आला तर 1 आला. Minus 4 omega bracket raised to 3 means what? Minus 64 omega cube, and here minus, that will become plus, and overall you will get 64 omega raised to 3. But again, what is the value of omega cube, and that is equals to 1, and therefore 1 into 64, you will get 64 plus 1, and hence it is a 65, hence it is a float. Okay, now the next is a 3 plus 3 omega plus 5 omega square bracket raised to 6 minus 2 plus 6 omega plus 2 omega square bracket raised to 3, and that's equals to 0. पुन्हा इथे आपण बघणार यामध्ये first bracket. Okay, and from these two we'll take the 3 as a common, then in bracket you will get 1 plus omega. 5 omega square, keep it as it is, raised to 6. What about here? That is a 2, and here is a 2 omega square. Take 2 as a common, then in bracket you will get 1 plus omega square, and this is the 6 omega. Again, using this formula 1 plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. Now again the value of 1 plus omega minus omega square plus 5 omega square bracket raised to 3 bracket raised to 6 minus 1 plus omega square म्हणजे किती तर minus omega येणार plus 6 omega bracket raised to 3. Okay. Next, minus omega, okay, minus omega square into 3, then you will get minus 3 omega square. Okay, minus 3 omega square, and next term is a 5 omega square. Overall there will be the 2 times omega square. Either 2 omega square and bracket raised to the 6. Next, 2 into minus omega म्हणजे minus omega मिळणार, minus 2 omega plus 6 omega. Overall you will get 4 omega bracket raised to 3. That is a 2 omega square bracket raised to 6 means what? 2 raised to 6, you will get 64, and this is the omega raised to 12. 4 omega bracket raised to 3. 4 raised to 3 means what? 64 omega cube. Okay. Next, omega raised to 12 कसा लिहिणार? Omega cube bracket raised to 4 minus 64 omega cube. Omega raised to 3 means what? 1. 1 raised to 4 minus 64 into 1. Okay. म्हणजे इथे किती मिळेल तुम्हाला? First is 64 minus 64 and overall it is 0. And hence the value of this expression is a 0. And hence it is a proof. Next, A plus B omega plus C omega square upon C plus A omega plus B omega square, and that is equals to omega square. आता या न्यूमरेटर मधनं काय कॉमन काढणार? We will take the omega square common from this numerator and keep the denominator as it is. आता कॉमन काढताना बघा यामध्ये, that is the first is A plus B omega plus C omega square. या डिनोमिनेटर सारखंच आपल्याला न्यूमरेटर करायचं आहे. ओके. C, therefore we are taking, here is a C omega and here is a C omega. न्यूमरेटरला फक्त C ओमेगा आहे, डिनोमिनेटरला C आहे, म्हणून आपण ओमेगा स्क्वेअर इथून कॉमन काढणार आहोत. इफ यू टेक द ओमेगा स्क्वेअर कॉमन फ्रॉम ऑल दीज 3 टर्म्स, म्हणजे इथे आपल्याला बदल करावा लागणार आहे. दॅट्स आय हॅव टू मल्टिप्लाय दिस A with omega square, multiplied and divided by omega square. Next, B, okay, omega square जर कॉमन काढायचं असेल, that's why I want to multiply this B omega n and d, B ओमेगाच्या न्यूमरेटरला आणि डिनोमिनेटरला I want to multiply with the omega, and last term keep it as it is, omega square. Okay, now A omega square, B omega square, C omega square. Take omega square as common, and then in bracket you will get, what is it? A upon omega square. This is the first one. Next is a plus B upon omega and plus C. Now for this expression, multiply numerator and the denominator by omega, and this is omega square. Here A into omega upon omega square into omega, that is you will get omega cube, plus here is a B omega upon omega square. Again multiplied the numerator and the denominator by the omega square. Okay, and therefore you will get here omega square and here omega raised to 3. Okay, keep C as it is. Again, in this way you will get here omega square in bracket A omega upon omega cube plus B omega square upon omega cube plus C, and the denominator is as it is. Okay, now the value of omega cube, is equals to 1, and hence you will get A omega plus B omega square plus C upon C plus A omega plus B omega square. आता numerator and denominator इथे काय होणार? कट होणार, and you will get omega square, and hence A plus B omega plus C omega square upon C plus A omega plus B omega square, and that's equals to omega square in this way. Now the next is a in bracket A plus B plus x bracket A omega plus B omega square plus A omega square plus B omega, and that's equals to 0. अरे bracket open करना, keep it as it is. First is A plus B, next is A omega plus B omega square, and last is A omega square plus B omega. तर A च्या टर्म्स जवळ करणार A plus A omega plus A omega square. Okay, and next is B च्या टर्म्स एकत्र करणार. This is the B omega square and the B omega. Okay, and from here you take as a B as a common, A as a common. Then in bracket you will get 1 plus omega square. Overall you will get here 0. Again take b as a common, 1 plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. A into 0 plus b into 0, overall you will get the 0, and hence this is the result. Okay, फक्त टर्म्स कलेक्ट करायच्या याच्या, त्यातनं a कॉमन. नेक्स्ट b च्या टर्म्स एकत्र करायच्या, b कॉमन, and the value of 1 plus हा स्टँडर्ड रिझल्ट आहे, 1 plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. Okay, next in bracket a minus b into a minus next bracket a minus b omega into next bracket a minus b omega square, and that's equals to a cube minus b cube. Okay, आता multiplication करना, keep the first bracket as it is. Next the multiplication of these two bracket, a into a, you will get a square, a into minus b omega square, that is the ab omega square. Okay, and the next is minus b omega into a minus ab omega, minus b omega into minus b omega square, minus minus that will become plus b square into omega cube. Okay, next keep this a minus b as it is here, a square. Okay, now from these two terms we'll take minus ab as a common, then in bracket you will get omega square plus omega, and again the value of omega cube. What is the value of omega cube? That's equals to 1, therefore b square into 1. Okay, is that it? Next again keep a minus b as it is, a square minus ab, the value of omega square plus omega square plus omega, that's equals to minus 1, म्हणजे इथे minus 1 आपण इथे घेणार, b square into 1, that is a b square. Okay, now next this minus and minus that will become plus, again a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square, and the product of this is a cube minus b cube. This is the formula for, हा कोणाचा फॉर्म्युला आहे, a cube minus b cube is nothing but a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Okay, this is the formula, and hence the result is true. म्हणजे काय, यामध्ये काय की simple multiplication, that is the product of these two bracket. First of all, substitute their values and you will get the result. A minus b, it's a continuous as it is, and finally you will get the result of a cube minus b cube. Okay, next a plus b bracket square plus a omega plus b omega square bracket square plus a omega square plus b omega bracket square, and that's equals to 6ab. हे आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करायचं. Now see this, the first a plus b bracket square means what, a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the first one. Next a omega plus b omega square bracket square, the expansion of this is, that is a omega bracket square means what, a square omega square plus 2 times a omega into b omega square, therefore you will get 2ab omega raised to 3 plus b omega bracket square means what, b square and omega raised to 4. Next a omega square plus b omega bracket square, पुन्हा हे एक्सपान्शन करना, a omega, it's a bracket square, a omega bracket square means what, a square omega raised to 4, expansion करना, plus 2 times a omega square into b omega means what, 2ab omega raised to 3, पुन्हा याचा square, b square omega square. Okay, and this is next, what is that, a square plus 2ab plus b square, keep it as it is. Next open this bracket, a omega square plus 2, what is the value of this omega cube, its a value is a 1, therefore 2 times ab is as it is, b omega raised to 4, but what is the value of omega raised to 4, omega raised to 4 means what, omega cube into omega, omega cube is 1 into omega, you will get here omega, and hence omega raised to 4 is omega, and म्हणून b square omega raised to 4 is a b square omega. Okay, next again a square omega raised to 4, this omega raised to 4 is nothing but omega, and therefore a square omega. Omega raised to 3, this is the 1 omega square, keep it as it is. Okay, therefore plus 2ab plus b square omega square. Okay, next collect the terms of 2 times ab, this is of 1 times, 2 times and 3 times, means what, 6ab is here. Next, collect the terms of A. फक्त A च्या terms. A square omega square, then A square omega. Okay. Next, the terms of B square. B square च्या terms. This is a B square omega, B square omega square. Okay, this is. Now from the second bracket, from here, this bracket, we will take A square as a common. Then in bracket, you will get 1 plus omega square. And from here, take the B square as a common. Then you will get 1 plus omega square. The value of 1 plus, again, the value of 1 plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. H value kiti the 0. 0 into A square, you will get 0. 0 into B square, you will get 0. And overall, you will get 6AB. And this is the 6AB. And hence, it is approved. Okay. Next, question number 3. If the omega is a complex cube root of unity, then find the values of first 1 plus 1 upon omega. Normal simplification. 1 plus 1 upon omega. Itna start karnar mein because we have completed all these formulas. 1 plus 1 upon omega. How omega ite multiply karnar, you will get omega square plus 1. Omega square plus 1, you will get here upon omega. But what is omega square plus 1? Omega square plus 1 is a minus omega, and hence minus omega upon omega. You will get here minus 1, and hence the value of omega plus 1 upon omega is minus 1. Next, if omega is a complex cube root of unity, then find the values of omega square plus omega raised to 3 plus omega raised to 4. You can take omega square as a common. Then in bracket you will get 1 plus omega square. The value of again 1 plus omega square is a 0. Okay, the standard result. Okay, its value is a 0, and therefore 0 into omega square, you will get here 0. Okay. If next omega is a complex cube root of unity, then find the value of 1 plus omega square bracket cube. But again, what is the 1 plus omega square? Is a minus omega. Okay. Minus omega bracket raised to 3 means what? Minus omega raised to 3. But again, omega raised to 3 is 1, which is nothing but the minus 1, and hence the result. Okay. Next, 1 minus omega square bracket raised to 3 plus 1 minus omega plus omega square bracket raised to 3. Okay. Now see this, the first bracket. 1 minus omega square bracket raised to 3. From these two terms, we'll take minus sign as a common. Then you will get 1 minus in bracket omega plus omega square bracket raised to 3. But 1 plus omega square, and that is equals to minus 1. Okay. By using this result, 1 plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. Using this result, you will get here minus 1 bracket raised to 3. Next, 1 plus omega square. And the value of 1 plus omega square is a minus omega, and here is a minus omega bracket raised to 3. 1 minus in bracket minus 1 means what? You will get 1 plus 1 bracket raised to 3. That is a 2 raised to 3 is equals to 8, and this is the 8. Minus omega means what? Minus 2 times omega bracket raised to 3. Minus 2 omega bracket raised to 3 means what? Minus 8 omega cube. Again, omega cube is 1. Okay, the value of omega cube, that is equals to 1. 8 into 1, you will get 8. 8 minus 8, and hence it is a 0, and hence the result. Okay. Now the next. 1 plus omega into 1 plus omega square plus 1 plus omega raised to 4 plus 1 plus omega raised to 8. The product of all this. First, keep these two bracket as it is. The value of omega raised to 4. म्हणजे काय की omega cube into omega. Omega cube is 1, and hence you will get here omega. Therefore, 1 plus omega raised to 4 means what? 1 plus omega. Next, omega raised to 8. Omega raised to 8 can be written as omega raised to 6 into omega square. Omega raised to 6 means what? Omega cube bracket square. Omega cube is 1. 1 into 1 square means what? Again 1. 1 into omega square. Overall you will get here omega square. Therefore 1 plus omega raised to 8 is 1 plus omega square. Now here the brackets are repeated. 1 plus omega, 1 plus omega means what? 1 plus omega bracket square. Next is 1 plus omega square into 1 plus omega square. You will get 1 plus omega square bracket square. But again, what is the value of 1 plus omega? Is a minus omega square. By using the result, what is the result? 1 plus omega square, and that's equals to 0. The value of 1 plus omega is a minus omega square. Okay. Again, 1 plus omega square is a minus omega. Okay. Minus omega square bracket square means what? This minus and minus, that will become plus. You will get omega raised to 4. Again, the omega raised to 4 means what? Here omega. And how omega square? Okay. Omega raised to 6. Omega raised to 6 can be written as omega cube bracket square. Omega cube is 1. 1 square, and overall you will get the value as a 1. And hence the value of this given expression is 1. Okay. Easy question. Question number 4. If alpha and beta are the complex cube root of unity, then show that alpha square plus beta square plus alpha into beta is equals to 0. Next, alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4 plus alpha raised to minus 1, beta raised to minus 1, that's equals to 0. Now first, alpha and beta are the complex cube root of unity. Then alpha is equals to minus 1 plus I root 3 upon 2, and this is the beta. Beta ची value काय? The minus 1 minus I root 3 upon 2. Alpha plus beta, sum of the roots. If you add this, base दोघांना कसं आहे? Same आहे. I root 3 minus I root 3 get cancelled. Minus 1 you will get minus 2 upon 2. And hence overall you will get minus 1. Therefore alpha plus beta is equals to minus 1. Next, alpha into beta. Minus 1 plus I root 3 upon 2. Minus 1 minus I root 3 upon 2. 2 into 2 you will get here 4. Minus 1 bracket square minus I root 3 bracket square. I root 3 bracket square means what? I चा square minus 1. Root 3 चा square 3. Okay. That is a, you will get overall 3. And here is a minus sign. Minus minus, that will become plus. Okay. And hence minus 1 square is 1. याचा square केल्यानंतर I square 3. Okay, I square is minus 1 and this minus, that will become plus 1 plus 3, 4. 4 upon 4 will get here 1. And hence the product, that is the alpha into beta, and that's equals to 1. इथे तयार केले बघा ते. Here is a minus 1. Simplify it, you will get 1. I root 3 bracket square means what? 3I square. I square is a minus 1, and overall you will get here 1. And hence the value of alpha into beta is 1. What about the alpha plus beta? Is minus 1. Okay. Now see this here. We want to find out the value of alpha square plus beta square plus alpha into beta. आता alpha square plus beta square plus alpha into beta, we will express this in terms of sum of the roots and the products of the roots. Okay. हा formula आहे त्यामध्ये. That is the, we can write this expression as, suppose here a square plus b square and plus ab. जर मला त्यांच्या सम मध्ये जर एक्सप्रेस करायचं असेल, then I can write here a square plus b square. I will write here 2ab. मी जास्तीचं टर्म इथे कुठलं घेतलंय तर मायनस ab. इथे मायनस ab करणार. If I simplify, then I will get this expression. Now again this can be written as a plus b bracket square minus ab. Okay. Therefore we are expressing this as a sum and the product. Sum of the ab and product of the ab. Similarly here, a square plus b square plus ab. आपण कसं लिहिलं? a square plus b square plus 2ab. आपल्याला इथे फक्त ab होता, आपण जास्त घेतला. Simultaneously we are subtracting this term here. Okay. And it is a continuous. But this is nothing but the a plus b bracket square. Similarly, alpha square plus beta square plus alpha into beta is nothing but alpha plus beta bracket square, just like this. And alpha into beta, this is the a into b. Okay. Now what is the value of alpha plus beta? The value of alpha plus beta is -1. Therefore minus 1 square and alpha into beta is 1. Therefore minus 1 square minus 1, 1 minus 1, overall you will get here 0, and hence the result. Okay. Next we want to find out the value of alpha raised to 4 beta raised plus beta raised to 4 plus alpha raised to -1 beta raised to -1, that's equals to 0. Again alpha square plus beta square is nothing but here the alpha plus beta bracket square. See this here, I can write, I will explain in this manner, a square plus b square. Now a square plus b square, I will write here a square plus 2ab plus b square. We quickly just use the term with me plus 2ab. I will subtract the here, that is a minus 2ab. And this is nothing but the a plus b bracket square minus 2 a into b. Okay. Now the value of a plus b is -1. Alpha into beta is 1. Minus 1 square means what? You will get 1. And here -2. Overall you will get -1. And hence alpha square plus beta square is -1. Okay. And hence the value of alpha square plus beta square is -1. Now see this is our expression. की ज्याची आपल्याला व्हॅल्यू काढायची. अल्फा रेज टू 4 प्लस बीटा रेज टू 4 प्लस अल्फा रेज टू -1 beta रेज टू -1. Okay. Now this can be written as, this whole expression can be written as, first consider alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4. That is alpha square plus beta square bracket square minus 2 times alpha square beta square. म्हणजे इथे मिडल टर्म आपल्याला किती मिळेल? If we expand this, then you will get here alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4 minus 2 times alpha square into beta square. त्याला जर बॅलन्स करण्यासाठी आपल्याला -2 अल्फा स्क्वेअर इंटू बेटा स्क्वेअर इथे घ्यावं लागणार आहे. सिमिलर टू दिस. ओके. a square plus b square जसं इथे होतं, that I had written here a plus b bracket square minus 2 times ab. Similarly here alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4 can be written as alpha square plus beta square bracket square minus 2 times alpha square into beta square. Next, alpha raised to -1 beta raised to -1 can be written as 1 upon alpha into beta. Now next, alpha square plus beta square. The value of alpha square plus beta square is -1 minus 2 alpha square into beta square. Alpha square into beta square. The value of alpha into beta, that is 1. Okay. Alpha into beta ची value किती आली? तर इथे 1 आली. Okay. Now here -1 square 2 into 1 bracket square. Okay. 1 upon, हे minus term आपण इथे 1 upon alpha into beta करणार, and the value of this is 1. 1 upon 1. Overall -1 square minus 2 times 1 square means what? -2 plus 1. -2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 -2. Overall you will get here 0. And hence the value of this expression is a 0. Okay. Now the next. If x is equals to a plus b, y is equals to alpha a plus beta b, z is equals to a beta plus b alpha, where alpha and beta are complex cube root of unity, then show that x into y into z is equals to a cube plus b cube. Now alpha and beta are the complex cube root of unity. Means what? Alpha cube is 1, and again the 1 plus alpha square, and that's equals to 0. Okay. Again one more thing is that the beta is equals to alpha square. Okay. Now first is x into y into z. The value of x is a plus b. The value of y is alpha a plus beta b. The value of z is a beta plus b alpha. Okay, these are the three terms. Now the next, from the first, keep this first bracket as it is first of all. Next, alpha a, keep it as it is. But what is the beta? Beta is alpha square. Therefore beta is replaced by alpha square into b. This is the second bracket. Next again a into beta. Again beta means what? alpha square, A alpha square, and B alpha. Keep this as it is. Okay. B alpha, keep this as it is. This beta is replaced by alpha square. Beta is replaced by alpha square. Next, from the second and third bracket, we'll take alpha as a common. Itna alpha, dogatna alpha. Alpha into alpha, you will get here alpha square. A plus B. If you take alpha as a common, then in bracket you will get A plus alpha B. From here, take alpha as a common. A alpha plus B. Okay. And therefore here is the alpha square. A plus B. Now the product of these two bracket. A into A alpha, you will get A square alpha. A into B, you will get here AB. Alpha B into A alpha. Their product is AB alpha square. Alpha B into B. You will get B square alpha. Okay, this is the first one. Next, हा alpha square, keep this again as it is. आता या AB ने या whole bracket ला था multiplied करना. First, A into A square alpha, you will get A cube alpha. A into AB, you will get A square B. A into AB alpha square, you will get A square B alpha square. Okay. A into B square alpha, you will get AB square alpha. Okay. आता B ने multiply करना. Now the multiplication of this B into, okay, here is a B into A square alpha, that is you will get A square B alpha. A square B alpha is here. Next, B into AB, you will get AB square. This is the AB square. B into AB alpha square, then you will get AB square alpha square. Next is a B into B square alpha, you will get B cube alpha. This is the B cube alpha. Now collect the terms of A cube alpha, this is the first one, and next is a B cube alpha. A cube alpha plus B cube alpha, take alpha as a common, then A cube plus B cube. Okay. Next, collect the terms of A square B. Half first term A square B. Okay. This is the second term, A square B. That is A square B alpha square. Again A square B. This is A square B alpha. Okay. Therefore, first is A square B. Next is A square B alpha square. And the last is A square B alpha. What are the next terms? The next term is AB square alpha. Therefore, I will write here that term AB square alpha plus, okay, this is now completed here, AB square alpha plus AB square, okay, and this is the AB square, and the last is plus AB square alpha square, and this bracket is completed here. Okay, the bracket is completed here. Now from these two brackets, we'll take as alpha as a common, then in bracket you will get A cube plus B cube into alpha. And from this term, take A square B as a common, then in bracket you will get 1 plus this alpha square. Okay. And from last three terms, take AB square as a common, then first you will get 1, next is alpha square, and this is 1. Okay. Now the value of 1 plus alpha square, we know that 1 plus omega square is 0. Similarly here, that's a value is a 0, this value is a 0. Overall, this term will become 0. Okay. And hence, next, alpha square into alpha, you will get alpha cube. The value of omega cube is 1, similarly alpha cube is 1, and hence A cube plus B cube into 1, you will get A cube plus B cube, and hence the result is proved. Okay, that is x into y into z, that is equals to A cube plus B cube. Okay, this is the या प्रॉब्लेमसाठी ब्रॅकेट मल्टिप्लिकेशन हे इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. ओके, कुठल्याही प्रकारची त्यामध्ये सिली मिस्टेक नको झाली पाहिजे. अँड हेन्स यू विल गेट दी रिझल्ट. नाव द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Find the equation in Cartesian coordinates of the locus of z if mod of z is equals to 10, mod of z minus 3 is equals to 2, mod of z minus 5 plus 6i is equals to 5, mod of z plus 8 that's equals to mod of z minus 4, and mod of z minus 2i is equals to mod of z plus 2 plus 2i, and the last is a mod of z plus 3i upon z minus 6i, and that's equals to 1. Now we'll take the one by one. In first, that is the mod of z is equals to 10. Okay, this is the first one. Let z is equals to x plus iy, then mod of z is equals to 10. Therefore, x plus iy that's equals to 10, and the mod of x plus iy is root of x square plus y square that's equals to 10. Squaring on both sides, then you will get x square plus y square, and that's equals to 100. And this is the equation of required locus. This is the first one. Okay. Next, find the equation in Cartesian coordinate of the locus of z if mod of z minus 3 and that's equals to 2. Okay. Let z is equals to x plus iy. Then mod of z minus 3 is equals to 2. Z is x plus iy minus 3 that's equals to 2. Here the x minus 3 plus I times y is equals to 2. That's nothing but in root of x minus 3 bracket square plus y square is equals to 2. Squaring on both sides, then you will get x minus 3 bracket square plus y square is equals to 4. This is the required locus. Okay. Simple आहे त्यामध्ये. Find the equation of the Cartesian coordinates of the locus of z if z minus 5 plus 6i and that's equals to 5. Again the z is equals to x plus iy. Collect the real parts and imaginary parts. Z minus 5 in mod of z minus 5 plus 6i is equals to 5. Z is x plus iy minus 5 plus 6i is equals to 5. X minus 5 plus y plus 6 bracket complete into I. That's equals to 5. As a mod find out करना, it means that in root of x minus 5 bracket square plus y plus 6 bracket square that is equals to 5. Squaring on both sides, then you will get x minus 5 bracket square plus y plus 6 bracket square is equals to 25. This is the equation of the required locus. Next, find the equation in the Cartesian coordinate of the locus of z if mod of z plus 8 is equals to mod of z minus 4. Now here the z is equals to x plus iy, then z is replaced by x plus iy plus 8, x plus iy minus 4. Again we can write here x plus 8 plus iy mod complete that is equals to x minus 4 in first bracket plus iy. Okay. Now the value of mod of x plus 8 plus iy is in root of x plus 8 bracket square plus y square is equals to in root of x minus 4 bracket square plus y square. Squaring on both sides, then you will get x plus 8 bracket square plus y square is equals to x minus 4 bracket square plus y square. Okay. Expansion करना x square plus 16x plus 64 plus y square x minus 4 bracket square x square minus 8x plus 16 plus y square. Now from the both sides x square get cancelled, y square get cancelled. इथे किती आहे तर 16x minus 8x. हा minus 8x इकडे आहे ना, that will become 24x. Okay. 64 minus 16 you will get 48. Divide on both sides by 24 and then you will get x plus 2 is equals to 0. This is the equation of the required locus. The next question, find the equation in the Cartesian coordinate of the locus of z if mod of z minus 2i is equals to mod of z plus 2 plus 2i. Let z is equals to x plus iy, then again z minus 2i is equals to mod of z plus 2 plus 2i. Okay, z is x plus iy minus 2i. Again x minus 2, mod of x minus 2 plus mod of y minus 2 bracket complete into I is equals to x plus 2 in first bracket, second bracket y plus 2 bracket complete into I in mod. Now the mod of x minus 2 plus y minus 2I is nothing but in root of x minus 2 bracket square plus y minus 2 bracket square. And again the mod of x plus 2 plus y plus 2 into I is nothing but again in root of x plus 2 bracket square plus y plus 2 bracket square. Squaring on both sides, then you will get x minus 2 bracket square plus y minus 2 bracket square is equals to x plus 2 bracket square plus y plus 2 bracket square. Expand this, x square minus 4x plus 4 y square minus 4y plus 4 and is equals to x square plus 4x plus 4 y square plus again here is a 4y. I will write here 4y y square plus 4y plus 4. Okay. Now from the both sides, here is a x square plus y square, x square plus y square. Now what is here? Minus 4x and here is a plus 4x. Overall it will become minus 8x. Next is a minus 4y and here is a plus 4y. Plus 4y ikkade na, that will become minus 8y and plus 4 this 4 will get cancelled and you will get minus 8x minus 8y, that's equals to 0 and hence x plus y is equals to 0. This is the equation of the required locus. Okay. Again, the next problem. Find the equation in the Cartesian coordinate of the locus of z if mod of z plus 3i upon z minus 6i is equals to 1. Again, the z is equals to x plus iy. Therefore, z is replaced by x plus iy plus 3i upon x plus iy minus 6i is equals to 0. Okay. Now, the next x plus real part and imaginary part collect करना. Real part मध्ये फक्त x आहे and imaginary part is a y plus 3 bracket complete into I upon x y minus 6 bracket complete into I and that's equals to 1. पुढे divided इकडे गेल्यावर कसं होणार ते multiplied होणार. Now the taking the mod, that is the mod of the value of mod of x plus y plus 3 bracket complete into I. Its a value is in root of x square plus y plus 3 bracket square. Again the value of this is in root of x square plus y minus 3 bracket square. Squaring on both sides, then you will get x square plus y plus 3 bracket square, x square plus y minus 6 bracket square, x square, y plus 3 bracket square means what? Y square plus 6y plus 9. Again x square, y minus 6 bracket square means what? Y square minus 12y plus 36. Again from the both sides, x square plus y square, x square plus y square get cancelled. You will get, this is the plus 6y. If we take this minus 12y to the left hand side, it will become 6 plus 12y, that is a 18y. Next plus 9 and minus 36, you will get minus 27. Divide on both sides by 9, then you will get 2y minus 3, that's equals to 0. This is the required locus. Okay. Now the next question. Question number 7. Use De Moivre's theorem and simplify the following. Cos of 2 times theta plus I times sin of 2 times theta bracket is to 7 upon cos of 4 times theta plus I times 4 theta bracket is to 3. Okay. Now we will apply here the De Moivre's theorem. That is cos of theta plus I times sin of theta. हा 2 आपण इकडे घेणार 7 into 2. And next cos of theta plus I times sin theta is 4 into 3. Then you will get 2 into 7, 14, 4 into 3, 12, and by 14 minus 12, then you will get 2. Okay, and hence cos of 2 times theta plus I times sin of 2 times theta, and hence the value of cos of 2 times theta plus I times sin of 2 times theta bracket is to 7 upon cos of 4 times theta plus I times 4 theta bracket is to 3, and that's equals to cos of 2 times theta plus I times sin of 2 times theta. Next, cos of 5 theta plus I times sin of 5 theta upon cos of 3 theta minus I times sin of 3 theta bracket square. Okay. पुन्हा यामध्ये आपण 2 इकडे घेणार, सॉरी minus 3 घेणार इथे, and that will become cos of theta plus I times sin of theta. Okay. What about the numerator? Cos theta plus I times sin of theta bracket is to 5. Okay. By using this result. Okay. Next, minus 3 into 2, then you will get the 6, and by using the law of indices, then here 5 minus in bracket minus 6, that will become plus 6, 5 plus 6 you will get here 11, and therefore cos theta plus I times sin theta, that's equals to 11. Again, by the formula cos of theta plus I times sin theta, bracket raised to n is equals to cos of n theta plus I times sin of n theta, and hence the result cos of 11 theta plus I times sin of 11 theta, and the result is proved here. Okay, next, cos of 7 pi by 13 plus I times sin of 7 pi by 13 bracket is to 4. Cos of 4 pi by 13 minus I times sin of 4 pi by 13 bracket is to 6. Okay. पुन्हा इथे मायनस साइन यामध्ये आहे. That is cos of 4 pi by 13 can be written as cos of minus 4 pi by 13 by using the result cos of minus theta is cos theta. Next, minus I times sin of 4 pi by 13. Again, it is written as sin of minus theta is a minus sin theta. Okay. And therefore, minus I times sin of 4 pi by 13 is a sin of minus 4 pi by 13. Okay. Next, हा 7 ते आपण घेणार by using this rule. Cos of theta plus I times sin of theta bracket is to n is a cos of n theta plus I times sin of n theta. That is the cos of pi by 13 plus I times sin of pi by 13. 7 into 4. Okay. खाली इकडे कसं आहे? Cos of pi by 13 plus I times sin of pi by 13 minus 4 घेणार. Minus 4 into 6 minus 24. 7 into 4. Again, that is a 28. Okay. 7 into 4, you will get here 28. I will write here 28. Okay. This is the 28. 6 into 4, 24. It's a minus. Again, by using the law of indices. 28 minus in bracket minus 24. That minus minus that will become plus. And hence, 28 plus 24, you will get here 52. Okay. Again, by using this formula. That is the cos of 52 pi upon 13 plus I times sin of 52 pi upon 13. And here divide करना 13 ones are and 13 fours are 52. 13 ones are and 13 fours are 52. And therefore you will get cos of 4 pi plus I times sin of 4 pi. Cos of 4 pi is 1, sin of 4 pi is 0, and overall the answer is 1 here. And hence the answer of this, that is equals to 1. Now the next question. This is the last question. Express the following in the form a plus ib, a comma b belongs to set of real number using the Meyer's theorem. The first question is in bracket 1 minus I bracket is to 5. Let here z is equals to 1 minus I. This is of the form a plus bi, where a is equals to 1, b is minus 1. And therefore, what is r is equals to? R is equals to in root of a square plus b square. A is 1, b is minus 1, bracket square, that is 1 plus 1, then you will get root 2. What about the cos theta is a upon r, that is 1 by root 2. Sin theta is b upon r, minus 1 by root 2. Cos is positive, sin is negative, and hence theta lies in the fourth quadrant. इथे देखील तुम्हाला या ठिकाणी बघायला मिळेल. If I draw this, the coordinate geometry. Okay. That is first here, the point is 1, comma minus 1. It lies in the fourth quadrant, and therefore tan theta is equals to sin theta upon cos theta minus 1 by root 2 upon 1 by root 2. You will get here minus 1. But what about the here minus 1 means what? That is the tan of pi by 4. And again, this can be written as tan of 2 pi minus pi by 4. What is your formula? That is a tan of 2 pi minus theta, and that's equals to minus tan of theta. By using this result, tan of minus pi by 4 is written as tan of 2 pi minus pi by 4. पुन्हा हे simplify करणार. 4 into 2 pi, you will get 8 pi minus pi. That is a theta is equals to 7 pi by 4. Okay. Theta is equals to 7 pi by 4. Now the next, theta is equals to 7 pi by 4, and therefore z is equals to r in bracket cos theta plus I times sin theta. R is a root 2 cos of 7 pi by 4 plus I times sin of 7 pi by 4. And therefore, z raised to 5 is equals to 1 minus I bracket raised to 5. And in square bracket root 2 cos of 7 pi by 4 plus I times sin of 7 pi by 4 bracket raised to 5. Next, root 2 bracket raised to 5. It is written here. And this cos of 7 pi by 4 can be written as cos of 2 pi minus pi by 4. Again, sin of 7 pi by 4 is written as sin of 2 pi minus pi by 4. Okay. And again, by using the result, what is that? Cos of 2 pi minus theta. Okay. Cos of, right here, cos of 2 pi minus theta. 2 pi minus theta, that is equals to cos theta. And what about the sine of 2 pi minus theta? Sine of 2 pi minus theta equals to minus sine theta. Okay, and this is the cos of 2 pi minus pi by 4 is the cos of pi by 4, and this is the minus sine of pi by 4. Okay, and this bracket is to 5. Okay, again by using this formula, cos of theta plus I times sin theta, bracket raised to n is equals to cos of n theta plus I times sin n theta. And hence here the root 2 raised to 5 means what? Root 2 into root 2 into 2 itself 5 times, then you will get here 4 root 2. Okay, here is again 4 root 2. Cos of pi by 4 minus I times sin of pi by 4 bracket raised to 5 is a cos of 5 pi by 4 minus I times sin of 5 pi by 4. Now this 5 pi by 4 can be written as pi plus pi by 4. Again by using the formula. What is that formula? Cos of pi plus theta. Cos of pi plus theta, that is equals to minus cos theta. And what about the sine of pi plus theta, and is equals to minus sine theta. Okay. Now here cos of pi plus pi by 4 is a minus cos of pi by 4, and sine of pi plus pi by 4 is a minus sine of pi by 4, but here is already minus sign is there, therefore that minus and minus, that will become plus, and hence 4 root 2 cos of pi by 4 is a 1 by root 2, that is a minus 1 by root 2 is here. I times sine of pi by 4, again the value of this sine of pi by 4 is a 1 by root 2. पुढे next 4 root 2 ने या minus 1 by root 2 ला multiply करना, this root 2 will get cancelled, you will get here minus 4 root 2 into 1 by root 2, again root 2 get cancelled, you will get the 4i, and hence the minus 4 plus 4i is converted into in the form a plus ib by using the de Moivre's theorem. What is that? 1 minus I bracket is to 5. 1 minus I bracket is to 5. I will write here 1 minus I bracket is to 5, and that is equals to minus 4 plus 4i by using the de Moivre's theorem. Next, again express this in the form a plus ib, where a comma b belongs to a set of real number. Using the de Moivre's theorem, 1 plus I bracket is to 6. Here z is equals to 1 plus I. A plus, it is of the form again the a plus bi. A is 1, b is 1, and r is equals to in root of a square plus b square. That is 1 square plus 1 square. 1 plus 1, 2. And then you will get the r is equals to root 2. Cos theta is a upon r, sin theta is b upon r. Therefore, you are getting 1 upon root 2 and sin theta is 1 by root 2. जर आपण इथे ऑब्झर्व केलं अगेन दी कोऑर्डिनेट जॉमेट्री या ओके, तर हा जो पॉइंट आहे इट्स अ कोऑर्डिनेट्स आर, दिस इज दी 1,1. It lies in the first quadrant, and therefore this angle is the pi by 4 again. Okay. Therefore, theta lies in the first quadrant. Tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. 1 by root upon 1 by root 2. You are getting 1. That is tan of pi by 4. That is therefore theta is a pi by 4. Therefore, z is equals to r cos theta plus I times sin theta. the value of r is root 2 cos of pi by 4 plus I times sin of pi by 4. Bracket raised to 6 means what? 1 plus I bracket raised to 6, that is a z raised to 6. That is a root 2 cos of pi by 4 plus I times sin of pi by 4 bracket raised to 6. Means what? Root 2 raised to 6. This is the first one. Again by using the formula cos theta plus I times sin theta bracket raised to n means what? Cos of n theta plus I times sin of n theta. It's a multiplication करना. 6 pi by 4 is 3 pi by 2 and 6 pi by 4 is again 3 pi by 2. But what is the value of cos of 3 pi by 2? Its value is a 0. It's a quadrantial angle. Therefore, it's a clear there. This is here. This is 3 by 4. The value of cos of 3 pi by 2 is 0 and sin of 3 pi by 2 is a minus 1. Okay, that is here. And here, its value is 0, it's a minus 1. And overall, you are getting the minus 8i. And hence, it is in the form 1 plus I bracket is to 6, it is in the form a plus ib. 1 plus I bracket is to 6 is equals to minus 8i. It is in the form a plus ib by using the de Moivre's theorem. Okay. Now the next question number 3. Again express this in the form a plus ib by using the de Moivre's theorem. Here z is equals to 1 minus root 3i. Again, a is 1, b is minus root 3, r is equals to in root of a square plus b square in root of 1 square plus minus root 3 bracket square. 1 plus 3, that is a 4. Root of 4 is 2. Cos theta is a upon r, 1 upon 2. Sin theta is b upon r minus root 3 by 2. Cos is positive and sin is negative. And hence, theta lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay. This theta lies in the fourth quadrant. Therefore, tan theta is equals to again minus root 3 by 2 upon 1 upon 2. Overall, it is a minus root 3. Again, minus root 3 tanच्या कोणत्या angle ला value होते? That is the tan of pi by 3. Again, by using the one more result, tan of 2 pi minus theta is equals to minus tan theta. And here, minus tan of pi by 3 can be written as by using this result, tan of 2 pi minus pi by 3. When I simplification, 2 pi into 3, then you will get that is a 6 pi minus pi, that is a tan of 5 pi by 3. Okay, therefore theta is equals to 5 pi by 3. Again, z is equals to 1 minus root 3i, that is equals to r cos theta in bracket cos theta plus I times sin theta. The value of r, that is equals to 2. Value of r is 2. Therefore, 2 cos of 5 pi by 3 plus I times sin of 5 pi by 3. Okay, 1 minus I root 3 bracket raised to 4. Okay, this is the bracket raised to 4. That is in bracket 2 cos of 5 pi by 3 plus I times sin of 5 pi by 3 bracket raised to 4. Therefore, here is a 2 raised to 4. Again, cos of 5 pi by 3 can be written as cos of 2 pi minus pi by 3. हे जर simplify केलं तर किती मिळेल तुम्हाला 5 pi by 3. Similarly, sin of 5 pi by 3 can be written as sin of 2 pi minus pi by 3. Again, by using the result. What is the result? Cos of 2 pi minus theta. Cos of 2 pi minus theta. It goes in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive. And therefore, cos of 2 pi minus theta is a cos theta. And what about the sin of 2 pi minus theta? या result नुसार sin is negative in fourth quadrant. Function remains as it is, but it has the negative sign. And by using this result, cos of 2 pi minus pi by 3 is a cos theta, means what? Cos of pi by 3. Sin of 2 pi minus pi by 3, by using this result, that is a sin of 2 pi minus theta is a minus sin theta, and hence here is a minus I times sin of pi by 3, and it's a bracket raised to 4. Okay, again by using the de Moivre's theorem, cos theta plus I times sin theta Bracket raised to n is equals to cos of n theta plus I times sin of n theta. It means that is a cos of 4 pi upon 3 minus sin of 4 pi by 3. And again 4 pi by 3 can be written as pi plus pi by 3, pi plus pi by 3. Again one more result. What is that result? Cos of pi plus theta. It goes in third quadrant. Whenever there is a pi angle, the function remains as it is and it has the negative sign because cos is negative in third quadrant. Therefore, cos of pi plus theta is a minus cos theta. Sin of, again here, pi plus theta. Sin of pi plus theta is a minus sin theta. Hence, both of them have the negative sign. Okay. We think that cos of pi plus pi by 3 is a minus cos of pi by 3. And sin of pi plus pi by 3, by using this formula, it's a minus sin of pi by 3. But here already minus sign is there. Therefore, that minus and minus will become plus, and hence here I times sin of pi by 3. The value of pi by 3 is 1 by, cos of pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Sin of pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Now their next multiplication. 16 into minus 1 upon 2, you will get minus 8. 16 into I root 3 upon 2, you will get 8 root 3 I. This is the result. And hence it is in the form A plus IB by using the Moivre's theorem. What is that? 1 minus root 3 I bracket raised to 4. See this here. 1 minus root 3 I. This bracket raised to 4 and that's equals to minus 8 plus 8 root 3i by using this the Moivre's theorem. Now the next problem. Express this again in the form A plus IB by using the Moivre's theorem. Minus 2 root 3 minus 2i bracket is to 5. Okay, again Z is equals to in the form A plus IB. The value of A is a minus 2 root 3, B is a minus 2. R is equals to in root of A square plus B square minus 2 root 3 bracket square plus minus 2 bracket square. Minus 2 root 3 bracket square म्हणजे काय येणार? 2 चा स्क्वेअर किती आला तर 4 आला. रूट 3 चा स्क्वेअर किती आला तर 3 आला. 4 into 3 you will get here 12 and hence here is a 12. Minus 2 square means what? 4. 12 plus 4, 16. Root of 16 is a 4. Cos of theta is A upon R. Minus 2 root 3 by 4. You will get minus root 3 by 2. Sin of B upon R. And B, value of B is a minus 2 upon 4. Is a minus. Both are negative. Cos and sin both are negative in the third quadrant and hence here is the coordinate geometry. Okay, both are negative. They are negative in the third quadrant and hence theta lies in the third quadrant. But how it is? Tan theta is equals to sin of theta upon cos theta, that is equals to minus 1 by 2 upon minus root 3 by 2. You will get 1 by root 3. As they are the negative, therefore 1 by root 3, that is equals to tan of pi by 6. म्हणून कधी कधी a tan is positive. Someone say it lies in the first quadrant. But with the help of the sin and cos and the tan, we decide that the theta lies in the third quadrant. या तिघांच्या साइन वरनं आपण डिसाइड करत असतो की तो थर्ड क्वार्टर मध्ये आहे. नुसता टॅन जर कन्सिडरेशन केलं असतं तर इट लाइज इन दी फर्स्ट क्वाड्रंट. बट द कन्सिडरेशन ऑफ द साइन अँड कॉस both are the negative and tan is positive and hence we finally conclude that it lies in the third quadrant. Therefore tan of pi by 6 this can be written as pi plus pi by 6. Again using the result, what is that? Tan of pi plus theta, that is equals to tan theta. Okay, because theta is a positive in third quadrant and hence if we simplify here you will get that is a 5 pi by 6 and hence the theta. Therefore z is equals to minus 2 root 3 minus 2i. म्हणजे आपल्याला जे दिलेलं होतं z is equals to, it can be written in the form, polar form, that is r cos theta plus I times sin theta. R is 4. Okay, the value of R is 4. There is a 4. Okay, cos of 5 pi by 6 plus I times sin of 5 pi by 6. Okay, now the next, this is the z raised to 5 that is a minus 2 root 3 minus 2i bracket raised to 5 is equals to in square bracket 4 cos of 5 pi by 6 plus I times sine of 5 pi by 6 bracket raised to 5. Again by using the, again I will repeat here, z is equals to 4 in bracket cos of 5 pi by 6 plus I times sine of 5 pi by 6 bracket raised to 5 means what? 4 in bracket cos of 5 pi by 6 plus I times sine of 5 pi by 6 bracket raised to 5. ओके, म्हणजे इथे किती येणार? 4 raised to 5. ओके, नेक्स्ट in square bracket cos of pi minus pi by 6, okay, plus I times sine of pi minus pi by 6 bracket is to here is a 5. Okay, that is a cos of 5 pi by 6 can be written as pi minus pi by 6, sine of 5 pi by 6 can be written as sine of pi minus pi by 6. Okay, again the one more result. What is that result? Cos of pi minus theta is equals to minus cos theta and sine of pi minus theta is equals to sine theta. Okay, and therefore cos of pi minus pi by 6 is a minus cos of pi by 6. Sine of pi minus pi by 6 is a sine of pi by 6, and here again I will write here bracket raised to 5. Again by using the De Moivre's theorem, that is the cos of theta plus I times sine theta bracket raised to n is equals to cos of n theta plus I times sine of n theta, and hence it is written as a 5 हा पायला multiplied आहे ना, हा 5 इथे देखील पायला multiplied आहे ना, and 5 raised to, sorry, 4 raised to 5 means or 2 raised to 10, and 2 raised to 10 is a 1024. Okay, and again here minus cos of 5 pi by 6 plus I times sine of 5 pi by 6. Okay, now the next we'll take the minus sign as a common, then you will get minus 1024 cos of 5 pi by 6 minus I times sine of 5 pi by 6. Now again 5 pi by 6 can be written as pi minus pi by 6. Again sine of 5 pi by 6 can be written as pi minus pi by 6. Again this lies in the second quadrant, and therefore again using the, we have written this result number of the times, cos of pi minus theta and sine of pi minus theta. Cos of pi minus theta is a minus cos theta, and hence here it's a minus cos of pi by 6. Sine of pi minus pi by 6 is a sine theta. Okay, this is the sine of pi by 6. Okay, दोघांना आता negative sign आहे. If we take this, here is a minus sign, minus, and this is again minus, and overall I will write here the minus sign. Okay, and if we take the multiplication, substitute the value of cos of pi by 6 is root 3 by 2, sine of pi by 6 is 1 upon 2. Now their multiplication minus this minus and minus, that will become plus, that is 1024 into root 3 upon 2 plus 1024 into 1 upon 2 into r, and if we simplify, then you will get 512 root 3, and again here 512 I, and this is the value of z raised to 5. Okay, and hence minus 2 root 3 minus 2i bracket is to 5 can be written as minus 2 root 3 minus again 2i minus 2i is the minus 2i bracket is to 5. It is written as 512 root 3, okay, plus 512i in the form a plus ib by using the De Moivre's theorem. पुन्हा तुम्ही इथे बघू शकता. Okay, and in this way I had completed this chapter number 1, all exercise 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, all the solved examples. आणि तुम्हाला या माझ्या सर्व व्हिडिओजची लेटेस्ट व्हिडिओची लिंक या व्हिडिओच्या आय बटनवर जर तुम्ही क्लिक केलं तर तुम्हाला माझे हे सर्व लेटेस्ट व्हिडिओ मिळतील. Now we'll see in the next video. Till then, goodbye.